Let's talk about Givenchy's Spring-Summer 2023 collection. Hi!
I'm Marcia.
And I'm Telly.
And we are the HercastleGirls.
Hi.
If you like videos about fashion, fashion news, modest fashion styling, and lifestyle, this is the channel for you. Comment, like, and subscribe to our channel.
You already saw in the title, you already heard us speak about this. We're talking about the latest collection presented by Mr. Matthew Williams for Givenchy. They presented their Spring-Summer 23 collection this past Paris Fashion Week.
We, like many, as we have noticed, had an issue with this show. We are going to talk about where the issues truly lie. We're not just gonna sit here and bash it, but we are gonna give some honest critiques in hopes that Givenchy can improve for their next collection.
So picture it, Car. The Givenchy Show, it was raining. I guess that was a sign? I don't know, I don't want to be mean. The rain settled for a brief moment. The show began. It began late, but hello, that's fashion.
Most fashion shows start late.
All fashion shows start late. So the show started.
Yes, the first look was a black bodycon dress with ruching in the front, made out of looking like a sort of jersey type fabric, very slinky.
Like a spandexy kind of
and
thing.
To be honest, this actually made perfect sense as to what we remember the Givenchy woman to be. Very Parisian, simple but elegant with some sophistication. Made perfect sense for the brand. But things started to get really weird real quick. One of the things that I want to talk about is, and this is for people out here that want to eventually start your own fashion brand, start anything really that has to do with art or branding or anything. There has to be a story.
Has to be.
You have to know who your target audience is.
Yeah.
You have to know the story of that audience.
Yeah.
And you have to constantly relay that message to your people. The high-level issue with this show was that we have no idea what that show was for. Who was that show for?
Well, I saw a lot of things in the Givenchy show. It started off with Givenchy, and then I saw Chanel. Then I saw hints of I saw a lot of Y2K. Then
Maybe
I
too
saw
much Y2K.
Well, yeah, that too. And then I saw Shein. Like, I saw a lot of things that I was like, hold up, what? When did Shein enter the building? Anywho, Givenchy has a brand. And in case you know what the brand is, I suggest you type in Google, the Givenchy brand is, and it will tell you exactly what it is. And we're gonna spare you some time. Because here at the HercastleGirls headquarters, we like to research. That's right, we're not just pretty faces, we research all of our stuff. It's sophistication.
Yes.
It's beauty, and it's like, I don't want to say like, you know, like Cruella de Vil, but you're like that girl, like the YSL girl.
Well, yes.
It's almost like that, but a little different.
You see words like assertive and bold.
Yes.
Vision. Something that you'll see is sophistication.
Yeah.
You will see focuses on cool fashion with a chic vibe.
Right.
Overall, Givenchy, that's what they've been known for. If you're a fan of their accessories, you will know that they're very good with these cool shapes. Very, very simple, but so elegant and luxe. That is what Givenchy is. The first look that had me kind of shook was the pink blouse with the gray skirt, double ruching on the top and bottom in this jersey fabric. Now,
Matthew had some help with this collection. Corinne Rothfeld helped him with the styling of this show. And a lot of people were like, well, maybe that was the mistake. Now, he claimed that, you know, the two of them got together, they went through the Givenchy archives and pulled things together to create this spring-summer collection. Now, he's the commander-in-chief, so anything that was on that runway, he approved it. So
I'm not gonna say blame her.
Right.
I will ask though, how many archives did you look through? Because this show was so disjointed. We had the jersey dress come down, then we literally had a tweed Chanel looking piece come down.
Yeah.
Then we had low hanging cargo pants with little bras, a la Britney Spears in Slave For You, the music video.
So the Y2K was full strong.
Right, and then we had some combat looks, then we had a full denim look.
Then we had the jean with the little 3/4 sleeve jacket and the tank top. It looked like she was going to work on a Friday.
Looking hella basic. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, like where was Givenchy? Because it started Givenchy, but to be honest with you, Car, the only look that I was like, wow, this is beautiful, was this beautiful white gown with these gorgeous little like white little like, I don't want to say feathers, but these little like white details that are hanging off towards the end of the show. And that was very elegant, very Givenchy. Riccardo Tisci, he brought Givenchy back on the market because as you know, Alexander McQueen was working with Givenchy and so did John Galliano. And unfortunately it didn't work. The brands, they just couldn't get along. They didn't work with each other. They worked there at separate times. But Givenchy and them separate, it just didn't work. And they hired Mr. Riccardo Tisci and he blew it back up. And everyone knows, you know, the boot with the, you know, cuff and the amazing things, the bags, like he brought it back. So when Mr. Matthew Williams took over the reins, everyone was like, oh my gosh, yes, because he's successful with his own clothing line.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, well, why not? This seems like a perfect match. And his stuff that he's done for Givenchy before this was great. You know, nothing, I'm not saying anything wrong with the things he's done before. He's clearly very, very creative. Every designer does have that one or two collections.
Oh yeah, where you're just like,
where you will leave your audience with a huge question mark over their head, where they will literally say, what did we just see? And that's how we felt.
Exactly. I really do feel it's so important that a show should blend so much that you don't realize that the story is being told until when the show is done and all the models come out and you're like, oh, they went from black to purple to red to orange to pink to, you know, like you see the flow, you see that it's almost like an evolution of style going through. My issue with the Givenchy show is there was so much going on. We have this handbag that has belts, and then you have the Y2K low-hanging denim. Then you've got little dresses, little summer-looking dresses, like for the party girl. And then you've got some clothes that look like it's for the working woman on Wall Street.
It was a lot.
And some of the clothes, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it, some of the clothes looked like you could just go buy this at H&M.
And save yourself some money.
Why would people buy some of these pieces for $3,000 when you could buy it for $50?
I mean, like you have to see it to believe it.
You have to see it to believe it. That's why we're playing here, so you can see some of these looks, which in my opinion were a fail.
For me, it was a fail, and the few triumphs, but it was mostly failure. I'm sorry, and don't come after us. We have a right to our own opinion. He has a huge fan base, so of course they're gonna say, oh my gosh, this was amazing, and that's fine. You know, you're allowed to think your feelings, and if you think it was great, then awesome. But as for me, as for her, it didn't hit. And
I'm not taking away or discounting from his talent. He's obviously talented.
He's very talented.
And these looks, if they were 6 different shows,
they look great.
Maybe it would have been different, but you know, one of the winning pieces for me was the first piece that went down, that simple black dress, and then seeing it in a neon,
that was
green,
beautiful.
yellow color. Yeah. Also beautiful. The little bra leather things that kept on coming out randomly. I thought, hey, that would have been great in another collection.
Different collection.
I didn't like the handbags that they were displaying on the models. I thought they were not what we're used to seeing from Givenchy. I'm asking for define who the Givenchy woman is. You don't, after watching this show, you don't know. Because we saw Burberry, we saw Chanel.
We saw everything.
We saw everything. I know that he did quote saying that, you know, he wanted to make a collection that was for everyone. But this is a big mistake to me.
You can't please everyone. You have to stick to the script. You can try, but you're not going to please everyone.
Your audience isn't everyone, Givenchy. Your clothes are priced at $2,000 and up.
So therefore, that alone makes it
already.
It's not for everyone.
Why are we trying to make it for everyone when it's obviously not? Like, it's okay. Make the clothes for the Givenchy woman. Who is she?
We don't know because he erased that with this clothing collection. One of the things that Vogue did mention, one of the writers, he mentioned, you know, he hopes that the next collection will be more in sync with what Givenchy is. But the problem is will the brand itself, the heads of Givenchy, will they give him time to do that? Because every day it just seems more and more like the fashion industry is starting to turn into the music industry, where if you don't have a hit in like 2 weeks, they just shelf you, or in fashion terms, they just fire you.
Labels are not giving designers 10 years to perfect the vision.
Not anymore.
This is why they have open access to the archives, to the history of the brand. So it's very easy for them to catch on and design seamlessly. There were some sheer dresses that had pearls kind of sewn in on the sheer fabric, and the hemlines were weird.
It was weird.
It was almost kind of like the dresses weren't done.
Maybe it wasn't, because as we know, that happens a lot too in fashion. Sometimes things tear, sometimes things get worn, sometimes things aren't finished, and the seamstress is like just safety pinning things together. Listen, y'all, the saddest part of the whole thing is that towards the end of the show, it just rained. Thunderstormed, and poor Matt did his walkout wearing a hoodie, trying to hide his face from the world.
I'm sure that the styling also had something to do with it, because again, putting rouge on the top and rouge on the bottom is not a realistic idea.
No.
I feel that the styling was also a bit of a fail in this show. I feel if things were styled differently, maybe we would have come with a different, you know, a different story here. Because it's not that the stuff, some of the stuff was nice, but I'm just like, why are we styling it this way? Why does it look like it's just out of like a catalog? This is high fashion. People are here in France to see fashion. They're not here to see, like, why does Zara's photos on their app look better than what you're sending down the runway?
It was sad.
Givenchy, I really want to see Givenchy win.
I do.
It's an old house.
It's a beautiful house.
And they have put out some beautiful things through time.
Yes.
And go back and look at a 2016 show.
Yeah, check out Ricardo's stuff. You'll see.
Go look at that and then go watch this show again, and you'll see what we mean.
People were saying that, you know, Hubert Givenchy is really sad right now, and I hope he's not, because hopefully next time we'll see a video like this again, and we were like, y'all,
we'll be praising it.
He did that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, we do encourage you, go out and check out this the show for yourself, and let us know in the comments below, how did you feel about the show? Did you think it was epic? That's cool. Did you think it could have been a little better? Let us know in the comments down below.
Comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. We want to have you join our family. And just so you know, we are on Instagram and TikTok. Check out the handle HercastleGirls and follow us there as well.
Thank you, everyone. Have an awesome day. We will see you in the next video. Bye!